Taking a break from reality is CZ Gaming. I'm Caveman.
And I'm Tenacious Z.
Got a good show lined up. We're going to start off with a little round the world of gaming. Going to take a look at some of Anthem's failures and some new games coming out that we're excited about.
Yeah, and then after that, at some point, we'll hit a head-to-head, which we're going to pit video game characters, villains, side characters, all around the same power level against each other, and argue a whole lot, see who wins. We probably won't find out who wins.
Probably going to need a little help from y'all in the comments to decide that. And then we're going to finish it all up with the Wheel of Punishment, which you're going to find out later on in the show what that is, but it's absolutely devastating to one of us. So we're going to get to that later. Boom.
Yep.
With aggressively mediocre news and truly biased opinions, it is now Around the World of Gaming with your hosts, Caveman and Tens.
So we came across an article by Jason Schreier, and basically he interviewed a lot of people within Anthem's development team and kind of got a little bit of insight on why that was such a failure, which it was. Don't try to say it wasn't. And Tens has got some bullet points from that right now.
Yeah, in the article, he interviewed probably about 19 people, I think he said, both former and current BioWare employees. And what he uncovered was that pre-production of the game didn't end until 2017, so they had basically 12 to 16 months to develop the game that EA had been promised by BioWare. During that pre-production time, a lot of decisions were just not made. They would just have these meetings, they wouldn't decide on anything, and then they would all just go about their day. And it really shows, and honestly, from what I've heard from a lot of people is the fact that they were able to put together the game that they did in that 12 to 18 months is actually pretty commendable. It is actually pretty crazy that in that short time they were able to crunch out the not great game that they did, but you can fly around and shoot things. It's playable for the most part game.
Yeah, I mean, the combat movement on it is not that bad. I mean, you do have fun for a second until the redundancy kicks in and the lack of content and lack of world building.
And a lot of people's main complaints stem from the fact that Frostbite is a difficult engine to make RPGs with. It's built for first-person shooters, Battlefield and Battlefront.
And EA mandates that they use that, correct?
EA wants all of the development houses under the one same engine umbrella, which is rough. They had to make inventory systems from scratch. They had to make, all these things in this engine had to be retooled and tweaked and rewritten from scratch in order to work for the purposes of an RPG. And it's a real shame because if Anthem had been given another year or two, or if pre-production hadn't been as rocky, I think that we could have ended up with something really truly BioWare when we actually ended up with something really truly EA.
You know what it's like doing that with that software? It's kind of like the child taking the triangle brick and just trying to force it into the fucking circle hole, and it doesn't fit. Yeah. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? Like, RPGs are different than first-person shooters. They're set up differently. They need different software so that you can really get, like, the full, scope of an RPG or really narrow down to the details of the first-person shooter,
Yeah, and though I wait in anticipation to see where Anthem goes, I can say, as of right now, I'm nowhere near... I don't need to play it anymore, and
We literally tried to play it.
Yeah, I need to see something crazy awesome to even be tempted to go back in.
We were going to review it, and we literally just decided that we didn't even want to get through it. We put probably
15, more
than that.
We put like 10, 15
hours. I mean, I don't really recall because it was a lot of the same thing over and over again. And probably half of that was spit and load screens anyway, so, which is crazy that in this day and age you can't just have a...
When you can play the Division or the Division 2 and have the entire world load, and if you go somewhere in that world, you don't have to have a load screen to open up, unless you're fast traveling, which is just generally understood by players. You gotta load a new zone. You're choosing to fast travel. You can go anywhere in that world and it's all loaded. It all loads for you when you're there.
Well, there's definitely like load screens that, as gamers, you understand the necessity and like the realistic approach behind needing some of them. And then every single time that you want to put like something new on your armor or change the color of your armor, you're like sitting there for a minute.
Do 2 loading screens if you're out in the world doing activities.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So
what'd you find?
we found some more stuff on EA, with Star Wars: The Fallen Order. Hopefully a little bit better than what Anthem is going to be. I mean, we're finally getting that single-player Star Wars game. It's going to be released on November 15th of this year. I mean, we're just keeping our fingers crossed that this isn't just
What I'm hoping for is I'm hoping that this is Respawn's sort of love child with EA and not EA's love child with Respawn. I want Respawn to be the ones making this, because Titanfall and Titanfall 2 were both really, really great games. Mm-hmm. I know that Titanfall, the first, was missing some features that a lot of people wanted, but Titanfall 2 came in, tightened all that up, made it really nice and slick and sweet, had an awesome single player, had great gameplay. I mean, it's the guys from Call of Duty, like what do you expect? Like Vince Zampella and I forget the other main guy, but they came from Call of Duty, so they're going to make a great first-person shooter. Mm-hmm. We'll see how they do with the Star Wars game. This will be the third Star Wars game under the EA Disney license for Star Wars.
And hopefully third time is a charm. And I mean, come on, how hard is it? How long do we have to wait for that truly just heavy single-player experience Star Wars game that we have been searching and praying for? It looks like it's here. It looks like it's on the horizon. If they pull the rug from underneath us at the last possible second, I might not ever buy an EA game again. I say that, and I know that I'm going to go buy one, especially if they somehow are in another Mass Effect project.
After Andromeda, I'm going to wait on the next one, too. We'll wait till that's out. But
so, fingers crossed, guys. We might have an awesome Star Wars game coming. We're pumped about it, November 15th. Last thing we have for you is, obviously, Assassin's Creed has had some dynamite success with Origins and Odyssey. If you have not played those games, you really need to. They're great. They're recognized as great. And we have also gotten some hints on the fact that they're going to be doing a Viking-based Assassin's Creed game, and it's going to be skipping a year. It's going to be coming in 2020, which, honestly, we're cool with. You put two blockbusters out, it gives us time to replay them.
And give me a better product. I'll wait for a better product. I don't need a rushed product.
Absolutely. So we're going to be looking forward to those things, and obviously we got tons to do in the meantime. Take a look at some highlights.
Alrighty guys, we're going to take a quick look at a few highlights I have for Gears of War. Got a guy running up on me. I don't think so, man. Robot or not, you're down. Now we got to number 4. Take a look at what we got going on here. We got a bunch of people over here. It took me too long to get that headshot. Got one. Let's hurry over here. See if we can't get a better drop on them. Okay, is there a guy right there? Possibly could be coming around. And there he is, and bye. Perfect reload. Now on to number 3. Let's see if this one's a little bit better. Where are you going, man? It's not going very far. That's a nice short and sweet one. That was a fast highlight. Alright, ooh, I'm taking some damage. Gotta get over here. This guy's never stood a chance, man. Get a perfect reload real quick. That didn't get him? Well, that did. See ya. Highlight number 1 of some recent Gears adventures. Got a lot going on up here. I'm gonna jump right at him like an idiot. Oh, I caught one though. I'm missing. Look at this guy, Jesus. Oh, even more people. Let me hide right here. Smoke. Goodness gracious. Come over here. Blasted. Let me get a quick wall bounce. Blast.
So, Caveman, what's your plan?
It's an interesting question. I'm kind of at a gaming crossroads.
I know you are. I know.
I get into those zones sometimes where I don't know what I want to replay or what I want to play for the first time, and I end up downloading a game here, deleting a game there, not really knowing where I sit. I was about to get into another Assassin's Creed Origins playthrough because I loved that game and just finally got completed finally completed Odyssey, so it made me actually want to go back and experience Egypt again. I actually think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to get that My Hero 1 Justice game from the My Hero, what is it? My Hero Academia anime show. Yeah. I love that show. Don't even know the title of it apparently. And a lot of the like user reviews of it, maybe not so much critics and IGN. I think it got like a 7 out of 10 or something. But a lot of user reviews are pretty good, which makes me think that it's probably the fans that are playing it. If the fans are loving it, well, I'm a fan of the show. Maybe I'll love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna get that downloaded and check it out. What about you? What are you playing?
I've been playing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I've been refreshing my Borderlands knowledge. I've been dabbling into some Borderlands 2, because obviously Borderlands 3 is coming out later this year.
Yeah, we're going to play Borderlands 2 together.
Yes, I know.
Nice.
But I still have a level 72-0 that I gotta get some legendaries with before time runs out. I've also been playing Dead Cells. That game has just been fantastic. I bought it twice now. I bought it on the Switch and I bought it on Xbox on sale both times. Funny enough.
Different gameplay?
No, it's the same. It's the same game. You just start over. I just basically started over on the Xbox One from the very beginning. But it's fun because, you know, I learned how the game's systems work and how the combat flows and sort of, you know, where to find certain things here and there on the Switch version. So now that I'm on the Xbox version, I've gotten like tons of achievements that I think would have taken me a whole lot longer had I never played the game before. I got them now. On the Xbox, I do love achievements.
Nice.
But yeah, Dead Cells, it's great. It's fluid, fun, and it just every hit, every smack, every attack, every animation is lovingly crafted and really well done. Even though it's side scroller, and even though it's, you know, I think 32, either 16 or 32-bit graphics.
It does look visually appealing. There's something cool and colorful about it.
It's also pretty visceral for just how pixelated the game is.
Yeah.
Lots of visible gore and explosions and
blood and
guts. Yeah.
Just ripping people up.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And of course, we still get into our League of Legends
We can never get out of our League of Legends nights.
that are just, you know, not as great as they possibly could be all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, you know what I think it is, and this is just honesty speaking. We're not playing with as many people anymore, and I think we're just having to deal with randoms. And as you guys know, randoms suck. Can we all agree on that?
I just don't understand how there is such a living, breathing stereotype of that online player that is on your team that just can't get it together on a team-based game.
Yep.
Makes you want to be very toxic and flame some people. And I would be lying to tell you if I've never all caps one or two people in my times on League of Legends.
It makes
So.
you want to do that.
Well, sometimes I feel like I just need to spread the wisdom.
I just shout at nothing, at no one, no release whatsoever. I don't get to vent it to them because I don't like to do that. I don't like to yell at people online.
I love it! Zach, let me ask you something.
Dichotomy.
What exactly is going on here?
What the fuck?
Should have left us alone. Die, you.
I actually have no idea what's going on there, but I do know what's going on right here. This is the chest for the quest of power, and it's going to be for our head-to-head discussions. We basically are going to pick a category of character, put a bunch of those characters in here, pull them out, and argue a bunch.
A whole bunch. Well, we're going to debate because we would hate to throw negative verbiage around, you know?
It's going to be a lot of arguing. And he
A
knows
lot
it.
of it.
All right, don't look. Don't look.
Look right at my eyeballs, dude.
Right at my
Don't
eyeballs.
cheat. You wrote this list. Don't feel the ink. Don't feel the imprints of the
Oh,
ink.
there it is. That's the one.
Don't, you're cheating. Dude, don't look at my answer. Don't,
Oh, okay, I got the one.
Don't look at my answer.
I got the right one. All right, who'd you get?
I got Commander Shepard
Oh no.
of Mass Effect.
Oh no. Well, you'll never guess who I got. I got Master Chief.
We're going to flip real quick to see who goes first. We're both going to get 1 minute to state our facts on why we believe our character would win. And then from there, it's going to turn into a debate. But everybody's going to at least get their 1 minute of airtime.
No more, no less.
Heads.
Okay. It's tails.
It's tails. So your minute starts. Should have been ready to go.
That's
now.
Okay, for my 1 minute. Master Chief. He has some pretty advanced armor. He can bench press / deadlift 3 times his body weight, which is a lot. With the powers of a suit, he can run 107 kilometers an hour. He ran a half kilometer in 17 seconds. He, at the age of 14, punched someone and they flew 30 meters. He has dodged bullets at point blank range. He can dodge plasma projectiles. He has stealth capabilities. He is actually a stealth master. He's a weapons master. He has survived re-entry from orbit. I don't know what else I need to say after surviving re-entry to orbit. He also has X-ray vision and thermal vision in his helmet, on top of the myriad of other things that Cortana provides, both in combat enhancements and otherwise.
All right, that is your minute. Now on to my minute. It's kind of like going second.
Okay.
Well, you don't need to enter a planet's atmosphere in a fight. I will tell you that. It seems like unnecessary qualifications. I'm going to choose Adept Shepard right here. I think that Soldier Shepard and even Tech Savvy Shepard might not stand a chance against Master Chief. But Adept Shepard is the most powerful Shepard. It's widely recognized, I believe, on forums that he is the strongest Shepard. You can dodge bullets. You can't dodge biotic waves that are 10 meters wide and that have tons of newtons of force behind them. We do know, my argument has never been the fact that Master Chief is not as strong as Shepard. Master Chief is a ridiculous entity. He's super strong, he's super fast. Obviously those real intangibles he has over Shepard. Shepard's just a regular dude. But if he's got those biotic abilities, that's what sets it off. So much force and destruction and not a lot of cooldown, or like, you don't trade a lot away for that kind of power whenever you get it going in those games. That's my minute right there. So, and power, and both of these corresponding people have fought it. So I guess what I'm saying to you is that doesn't matter in this discussion, because everybody's got shit to hang on the walls in both of these cases. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like comparing
enemies. You are not going to yield.
Comparing enemies.
Come on, man.
Alright, on to our next segment, which is the Wheel of Punishment. We'll give you a little laydown on how this is going to work. We have some pretty iconic hard moments in some video games that we have placed on this wheel.
Punishing moments, one might say.
Very punishing moments. What we're going to do is we're going to flip a coin to decide who is going to get punished this week, and we're going to do a weekly video on one of us just getting absolutely
trying to complete the challenge.
Hopefully
you can
become
see a various amount of things on there, but yes, it's going to be hard no matter what we have to do.
Hopefully end up victorious, but I'm sure there will be some failures in there, at least on the road to success. So let's go ahead and flip. I'm calling it?
Yeah, you call it.
Alright. Heads. Wait, so that means if it's not heads, it's you.
No. If you get it right, if you call heads and it's heads, you win, so I go. So if it lands
That's what
tails,
I just said and you said no. It is heads. Yes!
tails never fails.
Week 1 of the Wheel of Punishment will be tens.
Of course. It's up till we can't see what it is.
Well, I'm going to just look around real quick. There's for everybody else. I love that you got this one. Are you ready for me to tell? Don't look at it yet. Oh,
Ultimate Bravery.
Ultimate Bravery. For those that do not know, Ultimate Bravery is, I guess, like a website for League of Legends where it'll give you a random champion, random build, tell you what runes and masteries to take. Generally, it does not work out with that specific champion. Tells you what skills to max first. It's kind of like if League of Legends wasn't hard enough for you, then you can make it even more challenging for yourself. So we're going to get some fun footage of Zach trying to go.
That's going to suck. The rules we've set for that are you have to go positive in a game with Ultimate Bravery following its exact build.
Mm-hmm. Now we know League of Legends isn't all about KDA, or KDR, but he needs to go positive for this challenge.
Yeah, a good measure of whether or not you can do well and whatnot.
So we're going to get some footage of that and bring it to you next week and let you know how he did and hopefully be able to make some fun.
I can let you know right now.
His journeys there.
Poorly.
It's going to go bad. That's going to be it for us today. We are super, super glad that y'all stopped by and checked out the show. I'm Caveman.
And I'm Tenacious Z, and make sure to subscribe, leave a comment about who you think won the head-to-head, and a like if you liked it.
Now back to reality.